What's going on, everybody? Eric Lindquist here for Odd Shopper, talking my three MLB prize picks for today. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell. I just went to the wide view right from the get go here because let's be serious. You care about the picks, you care about the information I'm going to give you, but I hope you also care about using promo code AWESEMO. Yes, even though we are now stochastic, still promo code AWESEMO to get a first deposit bonus up to $100 over at PrizePicks as well as 1 month of Stochastic Plus just for signing up, trying out their site. And it's been really, really fun to play over there. Maybe not the last week and a half or so for me, but we're going to get back on track on this lovely Monday. Let's get to it, shall we? And we're going to do all three of my plays from one section. It is going to be from the hitter fantasy score section. So when we do pitcher fantasy score, if you go to their scoring chart, you can see that MLB for the pitchers is going to be identical to FanDuel. Got 6 points for the win, quality start, so on and so forth, 3 for the strikeout. You know how it works. I've been kind of going there quite a bit here, but today, going through some cross-referencing between our projections, some other things that I just kind of thought made sense. I was looking through the scoring chart. I don't really do a ton of the player fantasy points, and I might have to because DraftKings scoring is 100% identical to what they're doing for hitters. I mean, the 10 home runs, it ends up being 14 when you count the runs batted in that you get for both of those. So, I mean, you get a home run, everybody's going over in any capacity in terms of these plays. So I am kind of looking at this as being a pretty easy cross-reference in the same way I talk about sports books all the time and how you can cross-reference their minus 150, plus 110, whatever it is, to be able to help you make informed decisions at PrizePicks. I think we're going to do the same thing today with our projections here at Stochastic. So here we go. My first play, actually, I'm just going to give you two of them right from the get-go because it just makes sense. Here we are. We're going to do Freddie Freeman. We're going to do Trea Turner. And we're going to take the over on both 9 and 9.5. Now, if you're playing DFS today, I'm not sure exactly if Freddie Freeman will be in the lineup here today, but if he is, 9 is a low number considering he's projected north of 12, 13 fantasy points, a number of places, including our own projection right around 12 fantasy points for him. A little bit of a buffer. The wind's blowing in slightly from left field here right now, almost 10 miles an hour. That's going to be what it is at first pitch. I don't know about the long ball here against Chad Kuhl, but Chad Kuhl is just a very, very bad pitcher. And obviously, Trea Turner on the other side of this one, he's a guy that just 9.5. He's always going to be projected slightly higher because of his stolen base upside. Now, Chad Kuhl's only given up 29 stolen bases in his 5-year MLB career. That's pretty impressive. Right-hander especially. Sometimes you have the lefties with their move to first. A little bit easier because you can just watch them the whole time. But Trea Turner, obviously, just getting it done on the base paths. And that's going to be a huge plus in terms of his projection. Almost a 1.5 point projection over Freddie Freeman almost every single time out. But you're looking at a 596 expected slugging for Freeman, a 494 expected slugging for Trea Turner. The reason I said that Freeman might not be in the lineup, it was an emotional Atlanta series for him. Maybe they give him the day off against a pretty cake puff matchup. They have Max Muncy back, can slide over to first base pretty easily. A number of things that they could do here, but we'll just have to wait and see. But as it stands right now, I love both of these numbers against one Chad Kuhl, who's giving up a 442 expected slugging. That's not horrific, but the 41.7% hard hit in Coors Field, along with only a 17.5% K percentage and a 10% walk rate, those are horrific numbers. So just be on the lookout. Don't know if I really love the long ball trio here with the wind blowing in Coors. Yes. Would I be surprised if any of these guys hit home runs? No, I would not. But here we go. Fire it up. Freddie Freeman, Trea Turner, big parts of my card for today. Now, last, Chad Pinder. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to recommend this, but Chad Pinder batting supposedly leadoff here against a lefty in Jordan Montgomery. We're talking 4.5 fantasy points. And yes, this is baseball. One single won't get it done for you. You've either got to get the double from him. You've got to get a single with a run batted in, something of that nature, obviously. But 4.5, he's projected north of 6, not just at Stochastic, but in a number of different places. And for a leadoff hitter, a guy who goes from either second or further down the line, he's batted 5th, 6th. He's batted all over the place this season. If he is batting leadoff especially, I don't know how you overlook this in Yankee Stadium. Sure, smaller ballpark. Again, home run, very unlikely here in this spot against one Jordan Montgomery. But as chalky as Jordan Montgomery will be for fantasy purposes, he's still just got an 18.5% K percentage, so he's not missing bats. He's got a 281 expected batting average, which is what I'm absolutely harboring. That is not a great number for this lefty here against Chad Pinder, who has always had the pronounced splits against lefties to righties. So against a lefty and Jordan Montgomery, this just kind of becomes a no-brainer addition to my card for 4.5 fantasy for a 4.5 hitter fantasy score. Yeah, it's not the best in terms of like, I want to go completely nuts with it, but it just feels way, 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 way too low. Especially, I'm saying I love it if he's batting leadoff, but if he's batting sixth, fifth, something of that nature, I'll still have a little bit of interest there. But this is specifically Chad Pinder leadoff, automatically click the over of 4.5. So there you are. I don't think we've ever dabbled in the hitter fantasy score in the history of this video. So here we are. Freddie, Freeman, and Trea Turner. Yes, they'll be very popular for DFS purposes. If you're shorting them on other sites, maybe you might not be as enthusiastic, but just know they could put up 14, 15, and they still might not kill you in DFS if the stack doesn't go off and you're fading it. So I think it's still a great play here. Over 9.5 for both of them. And Chad Pinder, if you want to throw some Ramon Laureano in there just for a little bit of correlation, power play it up because obviously we have the correlation 2-3, Freeman and Turner batting back to back in the lineup. I'm going to be power playing it. I think you should too. But most importantly, I think you should be using promo code Awesemo. Actually, I know you should be using promo code Awesemo to get that $100 first match deposit bonus on your money. I'm Eric Lindquist. Best of luck in the MLB streets today.